I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's so good to be here at Discovery Community College. These folks understand that advancing your career while strengthening the community around you is so vitally important. They understand that learning can be flexible, fluid, and dynamic, and they understand that the skills they teach here need to relate to the community and the industry around them so people leave here job ready. That's what it's all about. You come at Discovery, you walk out the other end with an incredible experience and a job waiting for you at the other end. I love talking to people that are in this process. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do at Discovery.
Yeah, my name is James Cha. I'm one of the program educators here for two faculties. I co-manage the Community Support Worker program, and I also manage the Justice Community Safety Leadership Program, also known as JCSL. Two social sciences, human field studies, which offer a lot of different opportunity. We really focus on community support work and just being involved with the community and making sure that we understand what people need right now. So that can range anywhere from communications to mental health to any type of interventions. So two similar different faculties, but separate in its own. And we just make sure that the students who come enroll and come into the school are fully just equipped with the knowledge, awareness, and the skills to be the best with people, I guess, more or less.
James, talk to me about your journey to get to this spot. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a very interesting journey. I've been very lucky to be with DCC as well. I started off my career as a federal corrections officer. I worked as a frontline correctional officer for a long time, about 12 years. And then I went through multiple different hats and positions with them. I was a parole officer for a little bit. And then last but not least, I was in a specialized tactical unit called Emergency Response Team. So I did that for the past 8 years while working as a frontline correctional officer still, because the roles do change. And then I just decided to go back to school, boost up my education a little bit. And then I found DCC as a part-time instructor. They were looking for a part-time instructor role for the JCSL program. I really enjoyed teaching. I really felt like that was my calling. Really got to influence and lead and just shape different mindsets, and that really spoke out to me. So worked my way through, became a full-time instructor, and now I'm a program educator within the last 15 months. So
wow.
Pretty fast, but yeah, interesting journey for me.
But you're coming to it with a lot of experience already, right?
That's correct.
And that's so important that people like you are in the conversation with the students, people that have done the business. Talk to me about how important that is to be have that experience when the students are there.
Right. Well, I like to say that our programs really collaborate and teach with experience. We instruct with experience because the knowledge, the textbook, that's all there for you, but you can't teach the passion of what we do. And so, I've experienced different types of moments as an officer, especially working in the correctional system. You deal with many different types of mental health issues. You deal with different types of crisis intervention. And so the courses are literally built from those names. And so that's how we apply the skills and training and really try to provide scenario-based type training for our curriculum as well. So I think the students get firsthand experience and stories from myself and from our instructors. And then they get to build and create their own experiences as they get into the field. So that's really good.
James, it sounds to me like the programs, the world that you described, it's not binary. Things are not black and white in this world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gray in the middle. And these courses, I think, am I right to assume that they meet you in that gray area where things are maybe a little bit complex and try to help people navigate that area. Am I right there?
Absolutely. I think a lot of the situation when you deal with human beings, it's dynamic, it's changing. And so how we dealt just in terms of law enforcement 10 years ago is different than how we deal with it now. And so even the laws have changed, right? So we see that reflection in our communities. And so we want to make sure that not only are we helping those that need our help in the community, but we also have our students who are passionate about it. And there's a job market for it, and so we want to make sure that they're equipped with the right skills and training once again. So,
in a couple of sentences, break down each program again for me. Just tell me.
Absolutely. The JCSL program completely deals with community, safety, We learn about criminal justice, and we learn also about leadership tactics skills.
And where do those people go after the course?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of students who are interested in basically either in the law enforcement side or the law intervention side. So we see those who are interested in becoming correctional officers, sheriffs, police officers, and then we've got others. We've got the other intervention side, which is more or less victim services workers, crisis intervention workers.
Right.
So helping those people who are in in a certain moment, and just making sure that they get through it from day one all the way to the end. So
Right.
that's the kind of support tactics we're looking at in terms of job markets as well for our program.
Right. And tell me about, what does the ideal student look like when they come through the door?
Yeah, the ideal student, I mean, this is one of those fields that AI is not replacing. Technology is not
Okay,
replacing in
love
our
that.
field.
Yeah.
Human-to-human contact, that empathy, that passion, that compassion is something that you can't just Google through. So we're looking for people who are not scared to be in the front line, who are willing to help, and who've gone through some experience as well, because once again, I teach through my experience and they're going to teach through theirs. So we just try to make sure we kind of get that from day one all the way to the end.
Well, that's what instruction looks like at Discovery Community College. People with lots of experience and a true passion for giving it back. Thanks for being in the conversation.
Awesome. Thank you very much.